Peace and blessings, beloved. Great grand rising. Come on in, come on in. Take this moment, go tag a friend or family members. Let them know Spiritual Success TV is live. With that being said, come on in, beloved. We're going to activate what I call the success mind. We're going to ground ourselves so that our spirit, our God self can just soar and be ready to receive all that's meant for you to receive in this time together. So with that being said, come on, place a hand on heart, a hand on your core center of self. Take a good healing deep breath in with those eyes closed if you can, in through the nostrils, out through the mouth, and relax. Slowly and completely, skin over scalp, pulls the face down, drop the shoulders down from your ear. Come on, let's turn that focus inward now to the rich inner life. Breath in. Exhale. Relax deeper. Come on, your torso, your core, your arms, your fingers. Come on, everything's relaxing. Your core, your thighs, your legs, your feet, your toes. We are anchored. We are grounded. One more for the power of 3. Focus in. Deep breath in. And exhale. This is part 2 of the Alchemy of Perception, and I just want to go ahead and dive right in. I want to take this moment to first give a shout out to my elder sibling and my immediate family, my brother, Apostle Anthony Horsley, celebrating his birthday today. Happy birthday, dear brother. May the Lord bless you real good. And we're looking to see many, many more, all right? So with that being said, beloved, let's go ahead and look at where we want to go today. And I want to zero in on a couple of concepts. Let me just take some of this. Sounding a little raspy. All right. So I'm looking at the notes here from the email from last week. How do concepts like vibration, frequency, and resonance govern the nature of reality and your personal experiences? So today, I want to take a little different approach. And I want you to give your own self an admonishment today. And I want you to declare to yourself, I'm better than this. I am better than this. I am better than what I have been allowing myself to experience. I'm better than this. It's easy for us to say there is more. I know that there is more, right? But then we need to come back and affirm. I forgot to pull up Facebook, y'all. We need to come back and affirm that I'm better than this. I am better than this. Come on in, guys. I forgot to pull up Facebook. Here we go. Let me throw a grand rising up here, and we're going to be ready to go. All right. So, yes, a lot of times we know that there is more, But at the same time, we are not allowing ourselves, we're not giving ourselves permission to experience more. So the admonition to self today is, I'm better than this. Come on, talk back to me. Let me know you're here. Give us a great grand rising, or wherever you're tuning in from, let me know that you're here. All right. So when we look at this, let me see if this is right. Okay, I want to see the comments on Facebook. Grand rising, come on in, y'all. So when we look at this, when we look at the alchemy of perception, and we're looking at how concepts like vibration, frequency, resonance are all working to create your life experiences. Grand rising, Reese. So when we say today, I know there's more, I want you to really admonish yourself. It's like you're looking in the mirror and saying, I'm better than this. I'm better than this. So that we begin to really and truly give ourselves permission to experience the more that we know is there. It's a funny way we operate in this 3D realm, and it's a funny way that we interact with our inner self, our shadow self, our God self. I'm saying that because the ego mind has a way of tricking us. It blinds us. It casts a shadow over us so that we cannot see, so that our perception is distorted. Follow me, I'm going somewhere. Because many times you think you are one way, you're doing one thing, you're experiencing one thing, and actually you're not. You are being caught in the net of an illusion of your own making. Please put that in your notes. Trapped in an illusion of your own making. So my mentor sent us out, her weekly email. And in that email, there was a testimonial from me. And I believe I probably wrote that testimonial probably just in 2023, 22 or 23. And I'm reading that testimonial, and I'm looking at that version of myself, and it was almost as if I was looking at someone foreign, because of where I traveled to, the loop that I came back around, and from this perception, looking at that version of me, follow me, y'all, because this is important, I promise you. We fool ourselves when you're doing well. The ego mind will trap you in an illusion to make you believe you're not doing well because of what? Remember that one thing that we stay fixated on. Your one vice, your one habit, your one addiction, your one cycle. You stay so fixated on that till you do not recognize when you're doing well. So I looked at that version of myself that was doing very well versus the version of me that had to come back around a loop. Watch this. None of this is bad. None of this is bad. This is why we always come to the dimension of awareness. All of this is happening so that you become consciously aware, and then you can perceive things properly. But this is a good thing. When you see those different versions of yourself, wherever you have been, you can instantly step back into that energy, that timeline, that version. We don't have to wallow in despair and be trapped, right? And be trapped in an illusion that we're not doing well when we're doing well. That's why we're talking about quantum perception, right? Observing your life from your God self and not from your shadow self, because your shadow self is going to always have you fixated on what's not working, what you don't have, how long you've been in this, you've been struggling forever, this is your life story. Hey, Marcus, thanks for joining us live, right? But that is not where we want to perceive from. So when we look at quantum perception and we're breaking it down and looking at the alchemy of perception, you want to be able to perceive from the right dimension. You want to observe from your God self. So I'm looking at these two versions of myself. Grand Rising, thanks for joining us live. I'm looking at these two versions of myself, right? The good news is that you can easily shift back into a timeline that you prefer to be in. So back to what we admonished ourselves, and I want you to really do this in a firm but loving way. And I want you to declare, I'm better than this. Come on. I'm better than this. And I'm going to give myself permission to experience the more. So we just don't want to be locked into saying, I know there's more, I know there's more. We have to give ourselves permission to experience more. Now, I want you to follow me because I'm splitting some hairs here this morning, right? I want to get into some esoteric semantics, if you will. Because when you are trapped in this illusion that you create for yourself, that's emanating out of your shadow self, remember, no right, wrong, no judgment, no criticism, we're in awareness. You just want to always be in divine awareness. I want you to hear this illusory trap that we create for ourselves from the ego realm tricks us into thinking we're not doing well when we're actually doing well. I know you all have experienced this. Have you ever thought that you are too overweight, you were too, I don't know, all the things that we do when we look at, let's say, pictures of ourselves. You don't like the way you look, you don't like what you were doing, you didn't like the amount of money you were making, whatever it was. You look at that only to recognize a few years later, gee, I wasn't that heavy. You look at it only to realize, gee, I was really doing good. Look how strong I look. Yes, permission to step into more. Access granted. Love it, Reese. Love it. Yes, yes, yes. Permission to step into more. Access granted. Yes? So, when you look back at those images of yourself, come on, talk back to me. Have y'all ever experienced this? You say, gee, I look so young. I look so strong. I was actually doing well. So when we spoke last week, and we talked about now collecting all the best parts of yourself and stirring up the gifting in a way where we're allowing ourselves to propel forward and experience more. Come on, y'all talk back to me because I feel this all in my spirit. We don't want to just declare, I know there's more, I know there's more. You want to give yourself permission to experience that. Because what is happening esoterically, metaphysically, behind the scene, these blueprints, when we look at the alchemy of perception, of quantum perception, the blueprints, the building blocks of vibration, frequency, and resonance are all working. But the caution here today is I want you to breathe and call up a version of yourself that you know, rather is what we call the past or what we call the future. We want to bring it right here because there is no past, there's no future, there's only now. But we can see and we can perceive across timelines and dimensions. Call up that version of yourself and give yourself permission. Now hear this. This is where I'm splitting fine hairs. We allow the ego mind to trick us and trap us into an illusion that we are not doing well when you actually are doing well. It downplays your gifting. It downplays your insight. It downplays your intellectual properties that you have produced in this world. It downplays everything and constantly tell you you're not doing well. It's that imposter syndrome that always wants you to feel you're not good enough. But again, admonish self today. I'm better than this. I'm better than what I have allowed myself to experience, the limitations. Because really, and I'm going to land here because I know you know this, there is no limitation. Across the board, there are no limitations. Come on, talk back to me. And say this, I am limitless. Now, that's not going to mean a whole lot. I know that can sound flat and abstract. But when we talk about no limitations, you still see something outside of yourself. Come on, say it. When you say no limitations, you feel outward. But when you say I am limitless, you feel inward. Come on, try that. Practice that. There are no limitations. You're doing well. Grand Rising Lisa, you are doing well. You're doing well. Come out of that illusion that we allow ourselves to be trapped in, that we create ourselves, that tell you you're not well. Yes. Yes, I am well. I am limitless. Yes. I am limitless. There is nothing stopping you except you. This is for all of us. I'm giving myself this admonition. I'm better than this. I'm better than this. Don't you know, beloved, you have everything at your disposal. Everything has already been granted. It is my good pleasure to give you the kingdom. It is my good pleasure. I have not seen, ear have not heard, neither have it entered into the hearts of men, the things that I have prepared, but I'm revealing it by the Spirit. So today, I want you to give yourself permission to experience more. This is where depression, anxiety, compulsion, addictions, all the things that we allow ourselves to be trapped in our ego self, in our 3D self, is because we are not allowing ourselves to experience our God self fully. We've been raised in so much fear, so much programming to say that we all have to fit in a certain mold. We have to look a certain way, sound a certain way, operate a certain way. Early this morning in my meditation time, I was saying to myself as well, I want you to just do it the way you feel to do it. On any given day, just do what you feel to do, period. Right? All of us have our stops based on how you've allowed yourself to be programmed. And in my previous programming, it was all about doing things the quote unquote right way. Do it the right way. You know what that means? Do it the way the quote unquote experts say. Do it the way all the gurus say it. Do it the way the handbook says. Do it the way that blueprint that was given. Do it that way. That's the right way. But beloved, I'm not demonizing any of that. What I'm saying is that the right way for you is what's coming out of your spirit. So when we are hesitant, when we are procrastinating, those are the things that's blocking and stopping you, is that you're not having full confidence in the divine guidance that's coming from within. I'm better than this. I'm better than this. So what did we say last week? We want to come to zero. We want to come to zero. We want to tap in. We want to take 100% responsibility. We want to tap all the way in and tell me, y'all talk back to me. Tell me about an experience. Have you ever experienced when you look back at a picture and say, gee, I thought I was so fat. I actually weighed less then than I weigh now. That trick that you're not doing well when you're absolutely doing well because we're too focused on what the ego mind wants to show you appears to be lacking. And then we want to pass blame all the way around. So I want to end with this, right? I want to end with coming into divine resonance so that we create magnetism, right? I'm looking at the email. Perfect resonance, this is in your email, occurs when your frequency reaches a point of alignment. We call it synchronicities, right? Causing the field, the quantum field, the spirit realm, the angelic realm, whatever language works for you, causing the field to recognize it, watch this, and start rearranging reality through synchronicity and talking back to you in signs and symbols and synchronicities. I want us to breathe that in right there. Let's just let your spirit get that. I'm going to say it again. We want to come back to zero. Do not be afraid to release, to let go, and let God. Perfect resonance, this is what you want to get to, occurs when your frequency reaches a point of alignment, right? Coherence, agreement, cooperation. Great Grand Rising, come on in, right? When your spirit, your anointing, your grace, whatever language works for you, right? When it reaches a point of alignment, agreement, coherence with all that is, with the Almighty, with the realm of spirit, with the angels, right? When you come into alignment and agreement, you have full rest. When you reach that, you send the signal to the field, to the quantum field, and it recognizes the harmony. It recognizes the alignment, because in the quantum field, in the spirit realm, right, in those dimensions above the seen realm, all the particles and the waves that are there, bringing the possibilities together, is picking up your signal. Watch this. This is how we become magnetic. This is how we become attractive. This is how things flow to us when we stop chasing. We come into this divine alignment, agreement, coherence, right? We come into this divine place of limitlessness. Then the field picks that signal up, and all those particles that are in agreement with that, it comes together and it starts bending reality, shifting time, erasing time, wherein you're thinking it's going to take 5 years and it didn't take nothing but 5 minutes because of alignment and agreement. So I was thinking, when I was meditating this morning, I was looking at the times in my life, but one in particular, because, beloved, I share this with you guys all the time, and I'm ending with this. Everything that has happened in my life that was beneficial, that pushed me forward, that had me on the path of my divine assignment, it all came to me. I chased nothing. So I was recalling in my meditation time when I was in my uncle, Apostle Fred Sanders, in that ministry. We were getting ready to transition into opening our own ministry. This is back in 1994. So is that 30 years ago already? Oh my gosh. Wow. So we were preparing to start the ministry. Late Bishop C.W., peace to you. And we were making that transition, but at the same time, like around 92 or something like that, I started feeling women's ministry really strongly. I was going to join a chapter up in Cleveland, Ohio with Ernestine Cleveland Reams. But I love when we are in synchronicity, when we are attracting and you are magnetic, because you can think and you can make plans, but when it comes to you, it's the right thing. And I remember this. Watch this. This is why it has nothing to do with what you think you're doing, where you think you are. It has to do with resonance, how you're vibrating, right? So I remember I went to a speaking engagement at Apostolic Faith Temple to a women's something. It was on a Saturday, and I was not feeling well. Let me get Reese's comment, because I don't want to get out with it. I'm experiencing these types of blueprint downloads more and more often these days, right? Things align so well, it's almost shocking. Yes, my path is created and updated daily, tailored to my desires. Woohoo! Woo, yes, yes, yes. Reese, that's where we want to live every day. Not comparing ourselves to anyone or anything, but staying on their working path. So I went for this speaking engagement. It was on a Saturday, and I was not feeling well. think I had a cold. I was all stuffy. My energy was low. You know how you feel when you have a cold or whatever. I went to the speaking engagement, and how we judge things, like I said, how we judge things, I thought I didn't do nothing. I thought I did nothing. I was like, oh my gosh, I wasn't feeling well. I mean, I did okay. But if you come from an apostolic background, you know, when we saw, I didn't do nothing. That means we did okay, but, you know, we got by. But someone was sitting in the audience, a woman was sitting in the audience, an elderly woman, that thought I was the most fantastic thing she had ever heard and seen. She was so excited. Now, I don't know any of this, but she's connected to a woman that was just beginning to start women's ministry here in Columbus. Remember, I was going to go to Cleveland, but didn't feel that. She runs back and she tells this woman, salute to my Von Thomas, tell Von Thomas, oh, I heard this woman. And I think this was all the way back when my title was still evangelist, right? Evangelist Ilona Sanders. Oh my gosh, you got to hear her. Da 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 da. Gives this woman my phone number. The woman calls me, invites me to a meeting in her home. Went to the meeting in her home, a task force meeting, and this was just like her second gathering, and she wanted me to come speak. And then I became a part of the task force. Then I became a part of the executive board. And she and I, for 20 years, did powerful ministry all over the country, all over the nation. Our advances were legendary. Any of y'all been to an advance? Shout out to the advances. So many people's lives were changed, healed, delivered, set free. And that was but that came to me. I didn't go looking for her, right? I didn't know her, but ended up doing phenomenal ministry for over 20 years. Lisa, you know Vaughn, right? And so I'm saying all that to say this. I want you to have faith in your ability. Because as long as you keep searching outside of yourself, this sound good, that sound good, maybe I'll try this. You're not there. You're not there. You have to tap in, as Reese said, what do you really desire? Remember, I was desiring, I was feeling. See, let me slow down and say this, and y'all talk back to me. Yes, my entire blueprint is within. Your entire blueprint is within you. We just keep overriding it from outside stimulation. But you have to tap in. Where did that desire come from? Women's ministry. I want to really focus on women's ministry. Where did that come from? Your blueprint is already in you. You have to tap in. And you have to tap into what you desire. See, you're already using your gifting in some shape or form. Rather you in corporate America doing it, rather you in a nonprofit doing it, rather you in your church ministry doing it. Somewhere you are using your real gifts. Your real gifts are not your survival methods. Type that in the comments. Your real gifts are not your survival methods. But your survival methods are operating with your gifting. You got to get that. All right? Your survival method will take parts of your gifting and use it in a way that is less than what you're really here to do. Y'all talk back to me. Your blueprint, the real desires are already in you. You've been doing it. You have to think of when you reach out and you touch people, whatever you do, That's a part of your gifting. That's a part of who you are. If you are a person that just love giving gifts to people, love blessing people, love pointing people in the right direction, that's a part of who you are. Your gifts will pay you. Somebody talk back to me, put that in the notes. Your gifts will pay you. That is how the Almighty Creator is. Give you the gift, make room for you to use the gift, and then pay you for using the gift. Y'all talk back to me. Now, how much that gift pays you is up to you. It's not up to the Almighty. It's not up to the Creator God. It's up to you. It's up to you. So back to where we started. What are you going to allow yourself to experience? What are you going to allow yourself to do? Yes, your gifts will pay you. They will. I want to get up and do a dance. I want to dance on. Can we dance on that one? Come on. Your gifts will pay you. But you got to tap in. You got to feel what you really desire. What do you really want? And don't dismiss those desires. What desire is bubbling up in you right now? Yes, 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 yes. I love your hashtags, Reese's. Yes, your gifts will pay you. Hashtag rewards. Yes. I love those hashtags. Yes. Your gifts will pay you. It will reward you. Now, how much or how little we get paid is up to us. It all depends on how much fear you're allowing yourself to operate with. So when we recognize this, we understand there's no one to blame, right? I take 100% responsibility right now. Whatever condition or experience I am living, it is because this is what I'm allowing. But I'm better than this. I'm better than this. Somebody say, Dr. E, how am I going to get out of this? You're going to get out of this when you come to zero and you stop searching and looking outside and tap in and hear the desire of your heart. Right now, there is a desire welling up in your spirit. I want to be well. I want to be fit. I want to be strong in my body. I want to travel again. I want to see things. I'm ready to travel into different countries and see. All of that is real desire because that's coming from somewhere within. There's a desire that's welling up. I want to touch people in a personal way. One-on-one, I just want to listen to people and take time with them and let them know somebody hears you, somebody sees you. And then allow everything that I have been nurturing and cultivating and curating all these years to penetrate and change their lives. Help them to transform. Help them become the best version of themselves they can become. Y'all talk back to me. That's your real desire. And so somebody said, but how, Dr. E, how? You do it by allowing desire. Remember? In the 1 in 7, it starts with desire. What do you truly desire? All right, I hear somebody say, but my desire don't look or sound like anything that's trending. It's not what anybody's doing. That's how we have to stop looking outside. You just got to hear the desire. Just hear the desire. Feel the desire. Sense the desire. And know I'm better than what I've been experiencing. I'm going to allow myself now to observe from my God self, from my desire. This is not going to take a long time. It's not going to take a long time. Talk back to me. It's not going to take a long time. It's already knocking on the door. Can we just breathe this right now? It's not going to take a long time. Desire is already knocking on the door of my heart. And I will open and say yes. We're going to start there. After you feel that desire, number 2, you're going to make a decision to go for it. You're going to make a decision to do it in the simplest smallest, teeny tiny step you could take, but you want to move in that direction. And then the next, and then the next, and then the next. I have a sense in my spirit that I need to launch something for like 90 days, which is like the awakened path. But I need to launch something for 90 days where we can interact every single day and stay on track. 30 days, right? A new habit. 60 days, a new mindset. 90 days, a new lifestyle. I'm feeling that, right? We need to end this year strong and go over into the next year empowered. But some kind of way we need to touch every day. 15, 20 minutes tops. And just keep reinforcing and building and practicing, reinforcing, building and practicing until we create a new lifestyle. It's time to get ahead. It's time to come out. I'm going to help you and you're going to help me. We'll build a community that will help each other. It's not going to take a long time. Desire is here and the time is now. Absolutely. The power of now. Hashtag the power of now. The power of now, as Eckhart Tolle says. All right. All right, beloved. We're still sowing seed this month. We're using the number 10. We're using the number 8. Come on and sow seed. Be a blessing. I'm going to release you with many blessings for the rest of your day. Have a blessed, wonderful, and amazing rest of your day. Bye for now, guys.